What in the hell did I just watch? We're talking spoilers, by the way. They really need to stop making these movies. For the young people out there, this might be hard to believe, but when the Fast and Furious franchise first started, yes, it was about street racing, big Need for Speed vibes. And along the way, some coked up Hollywood producer made one of the boldest yet oddly smartest decisions in Hollywood. Let's completely change the direction of this franchise. The original Fast and Furious and Too Fast, Too Furious I thought were good movies for the time they came out. Tokyo Drift wasn't that good, but it was cool. After that, outside of Fast 5, which I enjoyed, everything's kind of blurred and just blends together for me. I saw Fast 9 in theater a few years ago, but I hated that movie. I thought hopping cars from buildings in Dubai was ridiculous, and they did this twice in the movie, but these dudes actually went to space. At this point, it feels like the writers are reading Twitter and taking their jokes seriously. So I had my large popcorn that I killed before the movie even started, I had my drink, and all I wanted to do was be entertained. And this movie actually did that. The usual gang is all here. It's too many people to name, but of course they're led by Mr. Family himself, Vin Diesel. You got John Cena, Tyrese, Ludacris, and then of course Michelle Rodriguez, Charlize Theron, Miss Sunday. Damn, they fine. They got the usual big all-star cast, but like I said, too many to name. Jason Momoa is the new big bad guy as we start the movie with the flashback to Fast 5. I didn't mind the random addition of Jason's character because trying to judge these movies based off the story is stupid to me because all the scripts are stupid. Jason's character of Dante wants revenge on Vin Diesel's character Dom because Dom killed his father in Fast 5. Very straightforward Hollywood stuff. So Dante sets the crew up by giving out fake intel and basically setting a trap in Rome. I don't get how Dom and Letty caught up with the other characters already in Rome since they left later, but whatever. The expected mission had to do with a computer chip or something, but it ended up being a bomb, and as ridiculous as all of this stuff was, I love this sequence. As a guy that would love to work in a Hollywood production, that's what amazed me the most. It was so many great special effects, explosions, and stunts. Everything in this movie was over the top, and the story is completely stupid, but it was nice to look at. The perfect way to sum this movie up is kind of like a pretty girl who doesn't have a lot to say. Like, she might be really nice to look at, but when she starts talking, they set off a giant bomb in the middle of the city, and the news reported 0 casualties. Even if you want to argue, but they set it off in the river. Did you see how much damage that thing caused? I'ma always try to give the production crew their credit, but especially in this case, that was the only good part of the movie to me. The actors and the writers seem fully self-aware of how stupid all of this stuff is, which allows these ridiculous scenes to actually be fun. It's so many moments in this movie that made me roll my eyes, like Vin Diesel lifted a fucking car by himself. And if my memory's correct, he did it with one hand. Now before I bash this movie too much, Vin Diesel is Vin Diesel, who I'm a fan of, but even Vin probably knows how ridiculous all these movies are. Still a legend. Michelle Rodriguez was amazing as always in the few scenes that she had. Always been a big fan of her. She seems so cool. I still haven't gotten used to seeing John Cena in movies, so it felt a little weird, but I thought he was great for the few scenes that he did have. So apparently he dies in this movie, but knowing Fast and the Furious, I don't believe that for a second. They're probably gonna say, oh, he had some force field around him or he escaped at the last second. He gonna be in the next movie. But that was really the only parts of the movie that I liked. Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, John Cena, production. As a guy that loves cameras, I thought some of the shots they had were amazing, and especially at the beginning of the movie. So I'm gonna definitely be on the lookout for some behind the scenes footage. So now let's talk about the bad stuff. Now this is gonna sound messed up, but it was 2 things in this movie I really didn't like. Jason Momoa and that damn kid. Jason Momoa, I feel bad saying this because I love Jason, and watching his interviews over the years, he seems like such a cool and nice guy. I personally hated his character, and it seems like he had a lot of input behind the scenes. They kind of made him this like cartoonish, wannabe Joker-like character. I like big, scary, angry Jason Momoa, not toe-painting, dancing Jason Momoa. And from the extensive research that I've done, I searched Twitter for like 30 seconds. It seems like I'm in a minority. His character seemed too over the top. He's painting dead guy toenails and taping their faces up to show that he's a real psychopathic character. And like when they were in Brazil and they had the gun standoff, he's standing there like rubbing on the guns. Wasn't feeling it. And I feel bad because like I said, I'm a fan of Jason Momoa. He looked like he was having a time of his life playing Dante. I just didn't like it. And once again, I'm sorry. I did not like that little kid. And nothing against the actor, I just don't like that role in movies. I kind of talked about it in my Ant-Man review. Also, this kid fucking murders people. He's killed at least 6 people, and I think he's only supposed to be like 8 years old in this movie. And of course, this movie is about family and making sure that Lil B was okay. And even with the little kid involved, I never really got a sense of danger in this movie. Everyone felt safe. Everyone in this film is a martial artist. This is like the Avengers with cars. John Cena is allegedly dead, but he killed himself and he's still a new character. Brie Larson is added to the movie and she does get shot, but gotcha in the shoulder. They even got my dog Thad Castle from Blue Mountain State in here. As soon as I recognized him, in my head I said, "Party at the Goat House!" A 10 out of 10 show if you've never seen that before. His character is a generic hard-ass cop and he does get shot, but gotcha. We learn later that he's a bad guy, so they purposely miss, but it's convenient that the sniper is only accurate when shooting him. They got my boo from the Guardians of the Galaxy in here and she should have died twice, but gotcha. Of course she didn't. This story is so bad. It's a lot of things in this movie that doesn't make sense, but it looks cool. A lot of the writing in this movie is very convenient and very noticeable. Oh my God, we lost all of our money. What are we gonna do? I just so happen to have $10,000 right here. Oh my God, we're randomly stuck in London. Where can we lay low from the cops? Well, I know someone. You're going after Dante Reyes? My sister that's a cop, I conveniently have all of her files right here. And they do that over and over again. Ludacris used to be one of my favorite rappers when I was a kid, but he's definitely not the best actor. I usually love Tyrese in these movies, but his character can get old quick. Every single line that Tyrese and Ludacris share with each other is meant to be a funny moment, but it gets awkward when the joke doesn't land. The ending of this movie looks like something straight out of a video game. It looks amazing, but it's dumb as hell. When he's driving down the wall of the dam or whatever, I just thought, man, this series used to be about street racing. It ended on a cliffhanger. The movie didn't need that for me. John Cena could have somehow risked his life at the end and left on that note. I would have been good. It's also been confirmed that The Rock is coming back for the next movie, which I'm excited about. It would have been a better surprise if it wasn't leaked before the release. As soon as I saw that cop drift off by himself during the post-credit scene, I was like, yep, that's him. As of this recording, it looks like the movie did 68 million first weekend in the US and 319 around the globe. As of now, this movie has a critics rating of 54% and a fan rating of 87% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's hard for me to rate this film, but I'm more with the critics on this one. Production, stunts, the camera work, the action sequences, when you ignore how ridiculous this all is, 10 out of 10 movie. The acting, the writing, the logic, 1 out of 10. So I'm gonna probably meet in the middle and give this a 5. Call it a very average film. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just cool. Probably never gonna watch this movie again. Visually, this movie is incredible, but it's so many silly moments in this film, it's kind of hard to ignore. Before this movie came out, it was rumors that this was gonna be the final film in the series. Now we know it's gonna be at least 2 more. Please stop. I guarantee you that 10 years after whichever one's supposed to be the last one, they're gonna reboot this series with Lil B, and it's gonna be a whole new generation. And if you're new here, just so we're clear, these are my opinions. This is not me telling you what I think you should think. If you love this movie, fantastic. But thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you haven't already. We talk about a bunch of different things on this channel. What were you guys' thoughts on this movie? Did you like Jason Momoa's character? Am I tripping? Let me know in the comment section below. Love you guys. Tell someone you love them. Till next time. See you in the next life.